If you're not 100% all in, it's not a fuck yes. And if it's not a fuck yes, you have to ask yourself, is this really worth doing? We live in a distracted world, right? So if you're looking to start a business, you want to express your artistry and creativity with the world, you have to really be discerning about where your value is in giving your gifts. Because chances are, just giving your gifts half-assed or trying something to make money, none of that's worthwhile. So in this video, I really just want to break down the only creative business that is worthwhile to start in 2025. I just want to give you like a clear sort of framework of what to bring into your creativity, how you know that this is something that the world is craving and that you must bring into the world, and how to kind of get the ball rolling with those steps, right? So everyone can go on YouTube and look up 1,000 different strategies to do whatever niche, whatever thing you want to learn, and try to go out and do it, you know? But the honest truth is that no strategy is gonna fit the bill perfectly for you. It doesn't matter who inspired you over here, who said you gotta do this now over here. You have an authentic blueprint to what it's like to give your gifts to the world. And the more that you are aligned with that authentic blueprint, the more sustainable your journey is gonna become. Because if you're not all in, like if it's 99%, it's still not all in, right? So it doesn't matter if it's almost there, you will fizzle and burn out in that pursuit because part of you is in dissonance, you know? That 1% of this isn't right, or this 1% of doubt is going to, in a way is beautifully designed, is going to sort of limit or sabotage or just kind of burn out your energy. Because we're really moving into a culture and a world that craves the deepest authentic gifts. And not the authentic in the sense of that how in vogue that word's become. I'm talking about your authentic expression from a place that is aligned with your heart, your soul, your core, what your core values are, expressing a gift to the world that's in alignment with all of those. The problem is, a lot of times we try to start these endeavors, these projects, these businesses, and we try to appeal to everybody. Or we try to have it look super cool and flashy, that we really lose sight of being in alignment, because you're offering to the world. Your business, you know, sadly, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It can be 1,000 different things. What matters is how you feel when you are creating, how you feel when you are giving. What is your state of being when you are showing up for the world? The intention that you bring forth through your work is what is experienced, right? And if your intention isn't 100% all in, there's gonna be dissonance there. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to start a business to make money. It's just that I've seen in my life time and time again, and in other people's lives, it tends to not really work out with that, especially if you're a really heart-forward person. The way you're really actually gonna make the biggest impact and be resourced really well is to take the slow route of getting in alignment with your gift giving, whatever that means, aligning with your values of trust, integrity, community building, whatever those things are for you, and doing the slow, honest work that it takes to move in that direction, right? We can't choose something that we're expecting to get results in, right? Because if it's about the results, we've missed the mark. There's already millions of businesses out there that aren't about helping people, right? And so chances are, if this is on your heart and if you're watching this, you're part of this sort of new paradigm of people that really want to give all of them to the world through their creativity, through their business. And that's just a different breed. It's a different breed of human. It's a new style of operating in the world. And there's not really a blueprint, because you have to create that blueprint from you doing the hard work from the inside out, right? So in my eyes, the only business that is worthwhile to start in 2025 is the business where you are in your embodied presence as you create, as you give, you know? Whether that means you are the owner of a coffee shop and you are in on purpose because you love engaging the world and you know that every single moment that someone comes in the door, you have an opportunity to share your presence, your capacity, your joy, whatever it is with them. Or whether that's, you know, somebody who provides an honest service like cleaning someone's solar panels, whatever the heck it is. There's something that is a unique blend of what you're good at, the skills you've learned, and what makes you come alive to where you are fully present in the gift giving and you're not thinking about what's on the other end of it. You're not thinking about how is this going to work out at the end? Am I going to make enough money? Like, yes, those things are super valuable to consider. But I'm talking about your grassroots, what's my gift to the world? It has to be your presence, your full embodied presence imbued into something. And it has to be a 100% yes for it to be sustainable. Because I see so many people who are like, well, I kind of like this and maybe I can make some money, I'll give it a shot. And as much as I love experiments and getting out there and failing and getting data, it's also really helpful to take a step back and realize, what is something that I'm 100% in on? And it doesn't have to be a thing, right? It doesn't have to be architectural design. It has to be, what do I get so embodied and present and clear with when I'm in the process of creating? That's what you're after. And however that's shared with the world, that's the vessel, right? So don't waste your time with something that's a 70, 80, 90, shit, I would even say like a 99%. It's like, you know, would you marry somebody that is a 99%? If you felt like you weren't fully chosen, if someone was only choosing you 90%, there was another 10%, how would that make you feel, right? Energetically, there's something in there. So the more that we can be all in on the state of being that we crave to create from, in alignment with our core values, deeply present, on purpose, whatever comes from that is the worthwhile expression. And that can go in a lot of different ways. And this is what people don't want to hear, right? We want to hear, do this business model, follow these steps, and in 6 months you quit your job and it's all good. It doesn't work out like that. Anything worth having is oftentimes a discipline. It's a process of building. It's slow, it's awkward, you're met with resistance. But if it makes you come alive, that's what matters, right? If you're doing it because at some point you're gonna make the money that you think you're gonna make, you're missing the point of really being all in on the process. If you're not all in, if you're not fully here, you're not gonna give all of yourself. And how you give all of yourself and all of your gifts through your craft, through your medium, through your whatever, that's how you make impact, right? That's how you really create an abundant, beautiful business. But it's counterculture, right? It's not the common narrative. Nobody wants to hear that slow is fast. But I'll be the first to tell you that everything I've tried to do from a footing of I want to make some money real quick, or you know what, this is like an 80-90% thing, I'll just see how it goes. Although that there was lessons in there, I'm probably better off, you know, just sitting with myself and getting clear on how can I give my gifts 100% while I'm present without attachment to an outcome, right? How can I be totally committed to a process yet completely detached of ever getting there? And not to mention like the energetics, like that's where you're most magnetic. Because you're holding your heart high, you're sharing your artistry with the world, you're interacting with people with that much more presence. And that is what life, the universe, the divine responds really well to, right? So the only business worthwhile that I think anyone should start is one where you're bringing your deepest presence. You're bringing your full authentic self. And by I mean full authentic self, not trying to fit in someone else's mold, not ruled by I should do this or I should do that. Your way is gonna be weird. It's gonna be wacky. It's gonna be full of nuance, right? And I would much rather you sort of pave your own path through you knowing what feels, the way that feels best for you to create, and weave your way that way. Maybe you're bushwhacking, maybe you're in territory that no one else has gone before. You're not wrong, you're just early. And you take things that crazy people like I might be expressing, and you see where they might fit into your alignment, you know? You don't adopt what people like me say, like cold turkey and blindly. You really digest it and you see, what can I incorporate into my authentic blueprint? My authentic blueprint is based on exploration, curiosity, creativity, community, whatever that is. And if it fits into your alignment, great. But don't subscribe fully to what all these people are saying about super specific, do this, do that, do this, do that. Like, you're a little different and it might work, but allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to be so devoted to your 100% I'm all in expression that it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how the world responds initially. You are in your gifts, and when you're giving your gifts, you're on purpose. And when you're on purpose, you're magnetic, you're living a fulfilling life. There's struggles, sure, you know, but to me, that's the only worthwhile pursuit in life, is to discover what really brings you alive and do more of it. What brings you 100% here, and do more of that. So that's my manifesto to y'all. If you want, you know, deeper insights, more sort of, you know, tips and tricks and juicy experiments to run from the inside out, sign up for my newsletter. That's where I share everything, and that's where you get updated on all of my offerings. So sign up for that and be sure to subscribe. I appreciate you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.